about it, they were forced into that situation.
Yeah, and of course, they can only bring out their best right now, or there's not going to be any more chance because Alter Ego Esports, if they score one more, they'll be meeting again with RRQ Hoshi, and that's an all-Indonesian affair. But Bren Esports, of course, flying the Philippines flag, they are the last hope for the country, but we're seeing this vendetta ban that's coming out there to negate Bren Esports from picking it.
Honestly, I feel like in this draft phase and how this series has been going and and honestly how the lower brackets are being, for Bren Esports, this truly is a test your might because you're going to be dealing with Alter Ego, and if they win this, they're going to go up against RRQ, an even bigger opponent as well. So they have to really show what they have here to see, yes, I am worthy and I have the skills capable to deal with your predecessors before start taking on the King of Kings.
Yes. Before we, of course, talk to both brothers as well as Leo, we do see this Selena Bandits definitely target towards few, and we've seen great succession coming in towards the past games for Bren Esports, but not having that inside of this game. How would it affect this player here?
There aren't a lot of mages that are available because somehow Chango Forza isn't really that hot when it comes to playoffs time. Group stages, a lot of people used it, but right now, these teams, the top 8 teams, just stay away from it.
I mean, it's one of those things where it's like you want something reliable every single time, you know?
But can you even call a Selena reliable just because of the skill shots?
Agreed. And that's the thing. That's why a lot of people kind of lean more towards Sylvana instead, where you can almost guarantee half the time with the setup of the Cosmic Lance into the Imperial Justice. So it's just one of those things where it depends on how confident a team is in their play, whether it just be a Cho, whether it just be a Selena, high mechanical skill cap characters. And at the end of the day, if you can't pull it off, it's a little tough. But Selena going to be the next man coming in from Alter Ego. Just get them out.
Selena and Sylvana, that's two birds with two stones, but just the same, you're attacking both Lusty and the Few, and I think those are very key points to keeping Bren Esports down. Now, Bren Esports, one last ban before Alter Ego gets their first pick and still floating about and around. That's the Natalia. As well, you still have the Esmeralda out in the open, and I'm guessing Bren Esports has to answer one or the other, and it seems like Natalia is the one they'd rather not deal with because yeah, I don't know. I think at this point, you don't want to get shocked. You don't want to get bullied into losing in first pick. That's the other.
Yeah, you just look what happened to RRQ Hoshi. They got sent down to the bracket tier because of Natalia. And Esmeralda definitely looks like the lesser of the evil when you can actually see your enemy than not.
I don't know. I'm looking. I would think Yishin Shin for the side of Bren Esports, but I'm looking over at Esmeralda, and I'm already like, that's a little bit of a problem, right?
Right now, Bren Esports just get attack for Dusty. Secure it there.
There it is. There it is.
There, just go for it.
They force it in. First round that they can pick, they just do it.
And this is the only tank that they pick at first round.
I think, honestly, they need to get their comfort picks right here, right now. And Alter Ego, Yam already being able to get Esmeralda as well as the Jawhead being picked up. Alter Ego, I wouldn't be too surprised if they decided to say, hey, we can even start throwing other things in. The Lapu Lapu, we can start throwing in. Other mages here, like even the Farsa, arguably.
This is what sets the expectations up for Alter Ego Esports. They pick the Jawhead on the first picking phase. They give a lot of priority to Leo Murphy, and because of that, Leo Murphy has a lot more room to ask for help. Now, if you're gonna pick your tank at the last possible second of this draft, then that only means you're not gonna have a good time because a lot of the tanks will be banned out, and we only have a small hero tank pool, even to the point when RRQ Hoshi just tries to go for the Benedetta tank.
All right, let's list out some of the possibilities right now. Let's start with maybe Boxia, Lapu Lapu, and what else would we be expecting to be axed away? You know, like I don't expect a ban on Boxia per se. It's something that they can still, you know, consider at the end.
Oh, they are just... This is so reactive from Bren Esports.
This is copying the exact same draft that they had from Alter Ego Esports.
Team 1, yeah, and this is just them picking what they are comfortable with, and I think that's just Ducky's call right now. Like, there's no room for shoring up weaknesses, or maybe in the second phase after the bans, but I don't know. Right now, it's looking real grim for Bren.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't feel too great about it as well, but you have to admit, Alter Ego, the moment they locked in that Jawhead, quite a number of options got taken off the table. Like Claude, he's gonna get run down. He's gonna get run down. Carry, absolutely gonna get run down. You go for something like a Wan, at least then you have a little bit of counterplay, but in most situations, you're probably gonna get run down, and that's kind of the pain of the Jawhead. But now Bren, they're gonna respond, getting rid of the Boxia, while Alter Ego, hey, you don't have wave clear? No problem. Get rid of the low E.
I didn't mention that, oh, maybe the Boxia will not be banned away, and oh man, Ducky has been able to see the situation right here and address it accordingly, and all they have to do is just get someone solid all the way in the back that can just jump right into the back line. They have options like Claude available once this draft has been opened up for the first pay.
Alice?
Alice as well, side lane. Yeah, that's what they're missing. Something for Rebo and something for Few. And that's going to be the Matilda taken out. Yeah, they can read that Udil doesn't have a pick just yet. Let's see. That's, yeah, Farsa here. Again, they're choking out what Few needs. Look at that. That's 3 heroes for mid by Alter Ego. Banned out.
They just... This is how Bren Esports... This is how they get choked out. I agree.
Okay.
Like just get the best supports, or just try to force one of their players to play uncomfortably on one of the heroes of the meta. And right now, Bren Esports, yes, the Lunok still makes sense, but it could have been better if they could have just got the Louis, they could have just gone for the Farsa.
I mean,
Teacher Butters. Teacher Butters, somebody's stealing homework right now.
yeah, they're copying their homework exactly. I don't know if the names are like not switched over or something. It feels kind of sus here.
Deja vu.
Yeah.
Deja vu. That draft's looking
I have been in
familiar.
this place before.
Yeah.
Higher on the streets. Oh my god. I just, this is crazy to see, because now like Bren needs to be able to perform on this composition here. But Alter Ego, they're going to give Veil, they're going to have access to Veil and Lapu. So as long as this game drags on enough, the scaling from this team is pretty nuts, and the big playmaking capabilities of Veil itself, huge AoE damage.
There are a lot of heroes getting picked at the last phase of the draft here. And to see Lapu get picked as the 5th slot pick here for the side of Alter Ego Esports, it's just crazy, the mind games between these two teams in terms of drafting.
Now, I can't remember the last part of the homework. Can somebody just give me a refresher? Like, the final piece of the puzzle that Bren Esports is currently looking at.
Oh boy, the final piece.
It was an Esmeralda.
It was an Esmeralda, but I mean, at least they changed it up. They're like, hey, we'll trade you out. We'll trade you out.
One.
You know?
There's a swap right there. You can copy my homework, just don't make it look the same.
Teacher Butters.
Just change it a little bit. Just change it a little bit.
Yeah, but right now, Bren Esports, this could be their final game if they do not beat Alter Ego Esports. Alter Ego Esports, I just have to say, they look so strong. Yam here just... He saved himself. He just proved to all the Indonesians that he is one of the best players in Indonesia, and he is gonna prove it right here in the M2 World Championships.
Yep, and the boys are already shouting here. Alter Ego are coming in with a new fire in their spirits here. And Bren, they're going to have to defend with all their might. They're representing so much more than themselves, and they carry a pride of a nation. While Alter Ego, they've got 2 representatives, but it's more so that they want to prove that they are the best in the world. I don't know who is going to be able to topple the other, but this is one deadly match. Welcome to the land of dawn. Let's bring it out one more time, as it's going to be Alter Ego versus Bren Esports. Boys, take it away.
I'm trying to imagine, like, if the Indonesian casters were to be alongside with us on this desk, like, what would their reaction be when they do see the draft of Bren Esports? Because it's literally telling, hey, anything you could do, I could do better. And starting things off, we're going to be seeing the above already being pretty much well secured by Alter Ego. And win condition, boys, what we're looking at.
I can tell that it's already very different. I mean, you see where Lusty is at. He's leashing here for Carl Teasy, and I think it's key that Carl Teasy doesn't pick any fights he can't win. And Leo Murphy's taunting. Like, this is definitely still the same Alter Ego from game number 1.
Now, Leo Murphy has that jawhead. Lusty here gets that show. So that gives Lusty a bit of a fighting chance because game number 1 wasn't really gonna side with him. But Odil is the target and the Veil has movement speed, so that will be fine.
Oh. Okay, that's a big catch, and that's all I could say from that sort of the positioning that he was being placed on, and Alter Ego Esports get that free pick, almost getting double in that process.
Yep, and it sucks that it's few. It sucks that it's the mid laner that needs the EXP, because you're expecting that as soon as these big team fights happen, and at the 2-minute mark, when Turtle comes out, it has to be with that Lunox.
Yeah, of course, because Few here, he doesn't have the flicker. He doesn't have his ultimate, so he's the primary target here for all the aggression for Alter Ego.
Yeah, in exchange for a Purify, I'll take that any day. And Leo Murphy at it once again as he moves further in towards the lines of Bren Esports. And there goes engagement.
And look at this, Cardizi just running away. Sally Boy here, he's really looking strong right now. He does have that orange buff, and look at this, the throw in. Esmeralda gets the kill. Few, next target, doesn't have the Order of Brilliance, and that will be another kill going to the side of Alter Ego Esports.
This is only 2 minutes, 22 seconds in, and they're also getting the turtle as well. I'm not sure how could Bren Esports recover if they don't steal this one away. Now, Ego Esports, they do get this one on their way, and Leo Murphy trying to lock him down as he's already used out the Unstoppable Force.
Nice use the iframes on the Thorned Rose, saving him from the Unstoppable Force, but just the same, that does not discourage Leo Murphy from doing Leo Murphy things. He's gonna stand here, ejector in Lusty, and throw out the sticker. This has got to be getting to Bren.
That play from Lance was good, but still Alter Ego Esports is always ready to use those ultimates if they ever have the chance at Cardizi.
Yeah, and these long-range pulls are really getting on towards Bren. Like, the more that they take from this Veil, it's just going to be negating them from going any further for those sort of the contests up in towards the next contestant of the Turtle. But luckily enough, of course, that's about a couple of all these minutes away. So, top side, we are seeing both the mages contend. We're not going to be getting to all too much, but Odil getting picked off here with the Phantom Execution, and this is a kill for the Lunox.
Nice ultimate placement there. There is damage for the side of Alter Ego Esports. Flap is here to stop the chase. Celiboy and Pai just goes back. And look at the stun. They're not done. Flapteezy getting called out. Lusty with the help. Kondo bounce. Yam is here to stop Lusty. Lusty will be forced to use the flicker. And Carl. Carl might get caught out here. Flap trying to help them, but Few will just zone him out. Clock of Destiny here for the side of Revo. At least Revo is having a good time.
Wow, that was definitely a very dangerous situation right there. And Cellboy already getting pretty much items in the back. Yam goes into face check. Ribble will be A-OK as he just shifts himself over on towards the other part of the map. Bloodless Axe already being bought out by the Lapu.
Let's go for an item check here. Let's just see what's gonna happen for the next turtle fight. Bloodlust Axe on Pai, that will give him enough opportunity to just go for the dive. Celiboy here really wants to go for the kill, and Flap does have a lot of HP, so that Roger is gonna hurt. But as you can see here, Rebo getting caught out. Easy.
Just look at them.
Gonna go for the turtle.
They're just trying to stall time here over on the Turtle, or they'll getting caught out in a really awkward spot. But Lusty, though, is in the center of attention of Alter Ego, and this is where the Turtle gets taken out.
Ooh, interesting. Still stolen is the Turtle by Cardizi. Now Rebo getting thrown in. Blood keeping him alive. Here comes Flapteezy. Leo Murphy from behind. Poked in by Cardizi with his sword. That's another. Kelly Boy destroyed by Few. And it's looking like it's turning around for Bren Esports.
Alter Ego not gonna back down. They still want to fight, but that might not be the best idea for them right now. As Bren Esports, they have 5 members in the area. And what Bren Esports does, Carl TZ just goes straight for that purple buff, and they steal it for themselves.
Few as well as Rebo, they get this pickup in, and they have already equalized the kills. So whatever goal that Alter Ego has gotten much earlier on, we're already seeing things even up, and Bren Esports definitely not going down without a fight.
Alter Ego clearly still has the lead, but for Bren, it's go time for them right now. They have the buff on Carl. They have 3 buffs, the turtle, the purple, and the orange. So they might just want to fight a bit more to make the most out of those buffs.
Ooh, nice quick push here by Bren Esports up top. So that means Rebo is a little more comfortable and so far winning the race against Yam here. Actually, yeah, it's Yam right now on the Esmeralda now. Nice random execution, threatening Udil. I think they need to just find more of this. Bren Esports, if they find more of these pickoffs on Udil, make sure that this Veil doesn't scale as quickly as he should, then they're all the more fine. And just, I guess, ignore Leo Murphy. He's really going to get in your mind this way.
That's definitely the key to actually execute them. But oh, good way to grab and over on towards Leo. But oh, this is looking pretty tough.
Yam throws out the Falling Star Moon, but nothing will happen there. Celeboy getting hit by that Thorn Rose. 3 hits connect. It takes 1/4 of his HP. Alter Ego Esports and Bren Esports, they're sizing up each other. Alter Ego Esports being confident, but not too confident and not overconfident.
Yep, here comes Leo Murphy. He does spot every single sort of threat, and he's going to be going in for those swips. Troll still goes over on towards Bren Esports as Pi goes in deep towards the black line. And oh my goodness, they're going right for the kill.
Oh, Flap easy with the Black Dragon form from the back lines. Pi gets destroyed and the fight continues. Leo Murphy goes down. That's going to be 3 for none. Flap easy gets 2. Chelly Boy is the next, and so far this is the best shape we've seen Bren Esports.
Yeah, they are taking over. Just look at them. They're now up ahead in goal.
Look at Bren Esports. They're the one shouting right now. They're winning the fights. Alter Ego Esports, they might want to go back and regroup. Just try to find the right mixture of aggression here. They are not getting the best out of the few fights that have happened through the past minutes.
Real talk here. I'm pretty sure when you guys look at the graph early game, pretty sure you guys are worried, right? But now seeing a little bit of red, it's going to be pretty much of a good sign for the Philippines. And, well, more turrets for the likes of Bren Esports, opening up the side lanes.
Yep, gold lead now going over to Bren Esports by about 2,000. That's Rebo pushing down bottom, Flap TZ pushing away Leo Murphy. And I think this is going to be a surgical just siege by Bren Esports on all front tier turrets.
And he really wanted to go for Celeboy there, but Lusty, it's a no-go. But Flap TZ just holding them up. He just goes for the zone out, and look at this fight. Bren are forced to back out. They still have a turret out to the side of Alter Ego. A lot of forced fights here, but no one commits fully.
Yeah, I definitely think that this is a very calculated moves coming in from both Alter Ego as well as Bren Esports. As much as they want to set things up perfectly with Flaptizi flying straight in towards the middle, like, there's no clear-cut points, and oh, 1v1. Yam getting chased down. Tailboy is going to be giving him a little bit of a space here, but oh, he's fighting more than he can chew.
Oh, but look at that. He gets punished. He just goes in. Carltizi with the damage out, but Rebo getting out of harm's way. He has the Winter Instruction, and they're going for the chase. Lusty now with the way of the dragon, and let's see. Odell doesn't have the ultimate, and he cannot stop this. Odell is the next target.
Carltizi.
He still wants to go for it, and that is the double kill going to the side of Bren Esports.
Ladies and gentlemen, 4 for none, and it all started off of Doc Rebo pushing the rest of Alter Ego in. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a start on Lord. Hold up. Yeah, they're not wasting any time.
Definitely no time to waste it right now. They see all the death timers and say, okay, wait, we're going to be getting Alter Ego Esports backs against the wall already, because Bren Esports, after those pickoffs, they are looking well on their way to equalize this game.
Oh my god, this feels like deja vu. Just basically change that Esmeralda for the Alice and then swap the names. That's what this looks like.
You know what? Just seeing Bren Esports right now, this tells me that they are very similar in playstyles just because they're winning with the same draft. But Rebo, he is in the middle of that Veil ultimate. Carl really wants to go for Pi, but he's not the best target at the moment.
Stole the purple.
He did. He did. He
He
did.
stole the purple. Very rude. Shelly Boy is a hungry boy.
Yeah, pretty hungry for even more of these kills, but he can't even get any at the moment right now. Udil, though, he does buy the necklace of Durance coming into this, so I'm pretty sure later you guys will talk about the items here, but yeah, I'm just getting chased.
But for the side of Bren Esports, they can never be complacent. I like the play that they're doing, but if ever they become complacent and they become overconfident, there is still a chance that Alter Ego Esports can turn this around.
Looking at the sort of flips from the ejector, it doesn't seem like it's the right target that they want to go for. The Lord will still be halted before he even touches the inhibitor, but that opens opportunity up into the mid, and Flicker already coming out from the side of Leo Murphy. Yam tries to force a little bit more of these members to back away, but more jacking of the buffs.
Now, Bren Esports, looking at the turrets right now, one outer turret still remains here for the side of Alter Ego Esports. They are aiming for that, but Alter Ego is doing a great job just holding on to that fort. Hold the line. Do not let them get it. Do not let them end this fast. You still have the Esmeralda. You still have a chance.
Oh, here we go. It's going to be Lusty there that gets caught out, gets bursted down as well. Great job coming from Leo Murphy as he does secure the kill, but here goes the rest of Bren Esports replying with their engagement. Oh! What a big one as the rest of Bren Esports, they're backing away. Order's Villains already popped up, and there goes Phantom Execution as well. Udil makes his way out alongside with Shelly Boy, but Kaltizi, only one touch would have sent him back to the gray screen.
Oh wow, first few, then Carl TZ, they escape with 1 HP apiece. Ladies and gentlemen, this is as close as it gets, and this is just game 2. It's looking like Alter Ego Esports won't let go of the hopes for a sweep just yet. Looking at the gold lead on Bren Esports, that's about what, 7K, 6K and change? And so far, Few just picked up a key item that'll help him build towards the rest of his gear. Currently has a necklace of Durance and a clock of destiny. Checking out your boy Udil though, that's going to be quite the same thing. They're actually mirrored.
They are. They are. Now, just looking at the things that Alter Ego can do, the amount of damage that Udil can, well, this is go rhyme, but Udil can deal is massive. Look at
4 out of 10.
Thank you. I'll take that. But Bren Esports here, they need to look out for those kinds of plays, because if they ever get caught out, stop laughing. If they ever get caught out, that could mean an objective or a Lord or a turret going to the side of Alter Ego Esports.
And they should not let up. They should not let up.
Yeah, definitely not going to be a single chance for that, but Kaltrisi really looking in a hot form on that Lancelot, but Jellyboy has been able to pick up that endless battle right now. So 15 more seconds on the clock. We will see the Luminous Lord already coming up online, but Bren Esports having full control of the jungle. Pi has to give this buff away, and Alter Ego currently being suppressed, especially from the back.
Yup, you hear pops, the Order of Brilliance, Butters, it's gonna break out!
I like what Jellyboy did there. He went back and forth just to dodge that Phantom Execution, and there is a brawl happening in the middle lane, and Yam here with the Fallen Star Moon. Look at the damage output coming out from all the people here from the side of Bren Esports. Alter Ego, they're going back. They know that they cannot fight as of the moment. Leo Murphy throwing back his ally to the base, and they stop there.
That's a defensive ejector if I've ever seen one. That is the correct way to use Jawhead to run away, but just the same, there was no choice for Leo Murphy. We're seeing less recalls and less stickers from his Jawhead, and right now that just says Alter Ego now understands they're in trouble.
Yeah, now that you mention it, there's a little bit of silence on set as well, not from our cast's desk, but wow, this is how Bren Esports really know how to push those buttons right there. But I just like how Alter Ego Esports, they're switching towards this really defensive form, and yet they only managed to lose out on one member in the form of Yam. So with that said, he's not looking that comfortable on this Esmeralda. Already 1-4-1.
But hey, you know what? As long as they don't lose Udil, they can clear these waves fast.
Yeah, Udil seems to be their only hope. Any other left seems to be the long way around. Yeah, you have Yam, sure you have Pai, but it's just not as good. Butters, look at this bottom lane clash!
And there is a knock-up on Yam. Yam here just getting away. Bren Esports will not commit to that. They are still waiting for the Luminous Lord. Go for the safe route. Do not try and push your luck at these moments of the game. And Jelly Boy actually going in. Lusty here, just trying to go for the Wave of the Dragon, but there's that.
Last draw coming in, and the Lord is already hitting on towards the base already. Chenpoint tries to actually negate them for pushing even further. For the rest of Bren Esports, they want to finish the game, and the Yuza will go unstoppable by the way. Chenpoint dies all the way to the back, trying to catch Freeble, but this might just be it. 2 members down from Alter Eagle's side. They're still defending, trying to clear off the wave, but Flapteasy secures the game. We are going into game 3.
And look at that, the screams, the shouts coming out from Bren Esports. They are hyped, and we go to game number 3.
Hey, if you guys are looking for entertainment on a weekend, this is where it's at. This is Mobile Legends Esports, ladies and gentlemen. 1-1. Alter Ego versus Bren Esports. And who'd have thought that if you did the same draft and change it up a little bit, you would see massive success.
Oh boy. Guys, I mean, I'm just seeing turned faces on either side. Alter Ego, they're still a little bit smiling, but again, they're not as excited as they were in Game 1. A big statement indeed, and congratulations, Brent, to even it up to 1-1. But we are going the full distance today.
Woo!
It can go both ways. I mean, just seeing how these two teams performed, they are both deserving, but only one can advance. And that's heartbreak for one of these two teams and the fan base as well.
You know, this feels like the finals already, but of course, that is being left for another episode as we are going to say goodbye to one of the teams at the very end. But, oh, Gideon, you've been watching all the match. What is your take?
I mean, you got to be careful. Myanmar is watching, man. They're like, what? What'd you say?
Yeah!
Don't
yeah.
forget.
Sorry, boy.
We're here. We read
Girl.
that article. We read that article.
Yeah.
We're still not happy. All right, but enough with the jokes aside. Let's get an in-depth view and the analysis coming in from Wolf and LaFell.
Thank you very much, casters. I actually love hearing their banter.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit. Anyways, my name is Afel. This is Wolf, and in this morning, James predicted that it's gonna be a full game today.
Yeah, and I think that so far we've only missed one.
Only the first series
Only
was a
the first
2-0. And then the rest we went all the way.
And then why is it that when you said yesterday that we are not gonna have it?
This is the
everybody can
difference.
blame you?
This is the difference between a Malaysian and a Singaporean. They get things right.
Maybe it's just you actually.
Well, I'm
But
part
you're part of the you're cursed, unfortunately.
I'm part Filipino, so you know.
Oh.
Anyways, we have to talk about that game where okay, let's not pretend that this didn't happen when Bren took the draft of Alter Ego and then used that draft to beat Alter Ego. So, what I can conclude is a pretty good draft.
It's a pretty good draft indeed because it's kind of holistic, honestly. If we're gonna look at the item build, we will also see the heroes that are included in it, particularly the Cho, which is one of the best quote-unquote tanks out there. You also have the Yu Zhong, very good when it comes to playmaking, and this Lunox Alice combination. You know what? This Lunox is perfect because it really deals well against the Lapu Lapu as well as the Jawhead. And in certain parts of the game, it's also very strong against all of their cores. Now, this Lancelot from Kaltizi, it went 5-0 and 9 because of how masterful he was. I think that there were many times that Alter Ego Esports tried to go for that Lancelot but weren't successful because they were getting outplayed by Kaltizi.
Yeah, and here's the thing, right? I've talked with Leo TZ, Butters TZ, as well as Wolf TZ, and they're like, don't give Carl TZ Lancelot.
Yeah.
And Lafel TZ agrees.
Yeah.
That should not happen. 5-0-9. It was a good thing he didn't get a Savage this game.
Yeah, you know what? He went undefeated for the entirety of MPL Season 6 with the Lancelot. I think he went until 13-0. And I think that in M2, there's just one losing game for Lancelot, but
hey,
wow.
It's like, oh
wow,
Arman's doing so good. And right now we look at the MVP 509 Cartesi on this Lancelot basically a full item build with the Blade of Heptases, Blade of Despair, as well as the Endless Battle, and to make sure that even if he dies, he will come back again with the Immortality.
You know what, Alter Ego Esports, they're like a raging bull just seeing red through the Lancelot, and it just so happens that Lancelot holds Rose, but they are so angry at Carl TZ in this particular game. They're trying to chase so many times, but Carl TZ was able to outplay them, and that is important to take note, because if Lancelot just dies even once or twice in this particular game and miss his timing for all of the turtles, the Lord and the second Lord, it will be totally bad for Bren Esports, because they don't have the lineup to even finish this game when the Lancelot's timing is already over.
Yeah, Lord is definitely a Lodi. You definitely want that on your side.
Yeah.
Now the thing is, like you said, Lancelot did not die.
Yeah.
Like, we can definitely see that Alter Ego, they were kind of aggressive in the early stages of the game. And if Carl TZ dies, then that kind of gives a very, very big impact on the team, especially on the moral standpoint. And Wolf, this is my question to you. This is the third game. This is clutch time. It's the best of one. Whoever loses goes home. Whoever wins will face against RRQ tomorrow. And the big thing that I believe that everyone has to look at is the draft.
Yeah, for sure. And if you think about it, the red team almost always wins. Well, it's 1-1 for the red team right now, just because of that dual pickup that you get. And then I think that in the first game, the priority was on the Esmeralda as well. And that is also very crucial. If you're asking me how the draft will play out, I'm absolutely sure that those 4 heroes that we just mentioned, or at least part of the winning drafts for games 1 and 2, it will be separate. It will be taken out from each other. I don't think that we will complete it again as 4.
I hope that happens, because I don't want any ego on stage right now, because again, you don't want to lose just because you're like, I can beat you when you have those heroes. Like,